when it's time to leave them. When it's time to leave them. Welcome back, family, to another Real Talk. As we off top give the Holy Spirit all the honor, the glory, and definitely all praise and worship. My man, Minister Jenkins, this is a video response back to you. And I'm very, very familiar with this. And I'm pretty sure the majority of the people that's watching, whether you're a musician or if you had to make a decision to leave a lot of people that you love, um, and in this case, you're talking about when you had to leave your last church. Let me tell you something. What happens is we grow a relationship, and I know what you're talking about, brother. I was the last church I was in, man. I was there for 15 years, and I know. See, every church have they devils in there, they issues, the cliques, the gossipers. But at the same time, there's people in the church building that are real. And the love, I know what you're talking about. The love that you have, but when your assignment is up, that's the part right there. When the assignment is up and the Holy Spirit have told you it's time for you to leave, that's that hard part right there. The people that in the building that have that love, that compassion, that you still keep up with, even though you're not at that same building, that's the hard part right there. Because they want you to stay so bad. They don't understand. And sometime in this life, we overstay. We do. A lot of times we'll miss it. I'm guilty of this. We'll miss it because of the love that we have for people, that we let the love that we have override that it's time to go. I just asked Brother Steve this on the live chat the other day. I said, Steve, out of all the ministering, I just me and Brother Hall just talked about this. Shout out to my big brother Anthony Hall. We just had a 3-hour conversation too, Brother Steve. I said, sometime as men, we'll let our feelings override what the Holy Spirit is showing us to do. Just like I said the other day, a lot of pastors, they are obsessed with their own vision. And when you get caught in your feelings that way, you'll miss what the Holy Spirit have showed you to do. That's why you can't overstay a place by being caught in the feelings. That's why I want to use this title when it's time to leave them. When I had to make that decision to this day, I got a big old cut in my heart because of the ones who were so faithful and dedicated and real. And they still be like, brother, can we get you to come back? Can we get you? And that's over with. Even if you may have gotten new people, but see, sometimes we think that we supposed to be in a place forever, and it don't work that way. I don't know who else I'm talking to in this video. I'm just being obedient. We 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 get it twisted sometimes. My wife had to watch me, as her being my wife. We had to make a hard decision. Hard decision. And that's not easy. And it also leaves people in confusion. Why that brother gone? Why that sister gone? Because a lot of people that's around you, they don't understand that your change, it's not for them. It's for you. And when you make certain changes, of course, the love that people have, don't go. Don't go, my brother. Don't go, my sister. You show us God telling you this. You show us God. Don't leave us, man. God, I prayed about it. God is telling you to stay. See, you gotta really be prayed up in your personal relationship with the Holy Spirit. And I know as a musician, see, speaking from a musician standpoint, Oh we it's not easy, and it hurts. But you have to learn how to continue to press on, even in hurt. You got to continue to press on. So I just want to respond back. When it's time to leave, do you think a lot of people really leave when it's time to leave? Especially a family church. I left my family church in 1998. I stopped playing the piano at my home church in 1998, and not once. Here we are, 2024. See how long ago that was. Never once was I led by the Holy Spirit to go back and be a minister of music, as they like to call it, at my home church. Regardless of, oh man, that's my uncle, that's my auntie, those my cousins. I had to blot all of that. And family churches could be some of the most messed up churches because it's family. And you know how they go. I'm not even going to go into detail about that. But my closing point is, when the Holy Spirit has you to move, you got to go and be obedient and move. Of course, people are going to be hurt. People are going to be crying. People not going to understand. People are going to think it's confusion. But in spite of all that, you got to get past what you feel, and you got to move forward. Because if not, you will miss your blessings. So when it's time to leave, it's time to leave. And you got to remember this: everybody is not going to be with you. But if Yah is before you, who can be against you? So you gotta move. We call that unction. When the Holy Spirit give you that unction, faith is an action word. Faith without works is dead. So when you have that unction, man, you got to be obedient and just go ahead and press and move on. I didn't say it was easy. And you've been friends with these people 20 years, 25 years. You grew up together 30 years. You're in your 50s. You're 48. You're 49. Man, you're getting older together. And now the Bible is teaching you it's time to leave. Sometimes we don't realize it's a season. Who said that you're supposed to be there forever? You are in the season now of moving to another destination. The Holy Spirit is saying, now that you went through this process, I'm ready to take you higher on a higher note, but you want to stay right here. And I know from my own personal experience, it cuts you, man, long, deep, and wide when you have to leave, man. And my boy that played the horn, he'll tell you in a minute, man. When I left, they've tried for years, man, to get me to come back, but it's like he understands now why I'm no longer there. Sometimes people will get it, you know, later on. And this brother I grew up with, we've been on since the second grade. But he understands now, like, you had to do what the Holy Spirit showed you to do. That's why I tell people all the time as I close, it's bigger than music with me. I'm not your. Sometimes people say you're not the average musician. I'm not, because with me, yes, I'm a musician, but the word comes before the music. And I just told Brother Hall, man, what I love about Brother Anthony Hall, I said I know a lot of musicians, but it's not too many musicians that I can tell you that's more concerned about the word than the instrument. They, a lot of them are not going to spend time in the word. They're just going to spend time sharing and practicing on the instrument versus picking up that word right there. And I told Brother Anthony, I said, it's all the hours that we spend online together with each other, it's rare, and I mean real rare, that we talk about music as musicians, because it's always going to be the word over the music. Not saying that to discredit nobody, but we have an understanding that we have to know that word. That's the piano can't save me. The music notes, the chords can't save me. So on that note, I love y'all, and y'all continue to have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed day. Shalom.